Hi, this is Jamel Hamka with Recherche Goldens in Statesville, North Carolina. I'm so excited to introduce a stunning bull we have for sale that we are calling Benny. If you don't like that name, you can change it. Literally just started calling him that. He is Mr. Green of Arabella and Ethan's litter, born June 9th. So he's received hundreds of hours of training. We had several litters born around the same time in the summertime, and so we've been listing them for sale as we sell them. We like to wait as long as possible to be able to show you his normal, his natural, his personality, and then show off his training. Our puppies get better with age, not worse, because we train every one of our puppies. So we know his personality very well. His Recherche score is 8.678, 8 being he is very dependent. He loves to snuggle. In fact, he's pressing his body into me right now. His tail is wagging. He loves love. He will do this to almost anybody and everybody. He's very affectionate. He loves to cuddle, loves to snuggle. He loves to be with people. On the activity scale, he's slightly outgoing. He's not extremely energetic. He is not hyper. He does love to play fetch. I just took the ball out of his mouth, but he does like to play fetch. He loves to have the ball in his mouth. He likes toys. He will do it for a long time. He's doing really well in his training. Confidence-wise, he's probably one of the most confident puppies in his litter. He's a 7 out of 10. He's doing really well. Size-wise, we're estimating him to be probably 65 to 75 pounds. I'm guessing closer to the 75-pound mark. His mom is 62 pounds, which is average. The dad is 70 pounds. And so I think he'll probably be like his dad's size, maybe a little bit bigger. He has a beautiful white coat. He's lost his puppy coat. He's starting to grow in his adult coat. So he looks right now like a lab with long ears, but he isn't obviously an English Golden. He will grow that out, and eventually he'll get that big, beautiful mane. One thing that we love about Ethan is that he has very strong genetics. It almost doesn't matter who the mother is, the boys end up growing to look like him with that beautiful blocky head, that mane, those jowls, that regal look. Just look at Ethan and look at his dad, Amos. They look identical. You can't tell them apart. And that's what all of his puppies look like, thank God. And so we're very excited about him. Arabella's pups are able to go home after graduating Doggy Doctorate, which is training till 6 months of age, which is December 9th, or they're enrolled in our Doggy Double Doctorate program. That's a month-to-month program where they go home and live with the trainer. That will be January 9th is 7 months of age, and February 9th is 8 months of age. We're very flexible with those dates. So if you want to get them between those training programs, you can do that, and we prorate the price so you can get your puppy at the date that works best for you. Now, if you scroll down, you're going to see pictures of Arabella and Ethan. If you click on those pictures, a video will play where we talk all about the parents. We talk about their health clearances, their personalities, their pedigrees. Arabella is a beautiful girl, comes from generations of health clearances. Ethan is my favorite overall stud dog. When you take into account his health clearances, his looks, his pedigree, and his personality, I would choose Ethan over any other dog because I just think he hits a home run in every area. And overall, he's the most balanced, best stud dog we have ever owned. Now, what I'd like to do is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute, and we're gonna show off Benny in training so you can see his personality, see how well he's doing in training, and then I'll come back and let you know what you need to do to reserve him. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love to cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers. And we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. and we train them. They cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The two other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in this puppy, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures that we just took. Right above the pictures are the prices for each training level. Now, some people do have a hard time finding the prices, so in this video, we're going to show you where prices are found on a typical page. But the prices you see in this video may not be this exact puppy. You do need to look at their page. And then right below this video is a link that says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the link, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video of Benny. Again, this is Mr. Green of Arabella and Ethan's Litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.